Well, now many people don't understand the game plan of Rigathi Gachagua when it comes to politics and the Mount Kenya politics that will shape the 2027 politics. He just unveiled a new intel that he is going to unite Mount Kenya, and that Ruto wants to divide Mount Kenya East and the real Mount Kenya into two. By dividing and conquering, just like what he did in ODM politics. You divide and conquer the Nyanza people, you understand. If you divide, if you cannot have people in your side, then this will only mean you have to divide them. Then you can conquer, divide and rule always works. But can Rigathi Gachagua actually let this stand out in the Mount Kenyan region? One mountain, the deciders of the votes come 2027. If Ruto succeeds in dividing the mountain, what will be the repercussions? Definitely, he will penetrate the Mount Kenyan region, regaining his re-election, which Rigathi Gachagua is not yet about to let that happen. Well, welcome back to our channel. Press that subscribe button for more news bulletins and follow me for more updates. Let us listen to Rigathi Gachagua.
The only way William Ruto can come back to power is if he succeeds to divide the mountain and the mountain vote. Once we are united as a community, as a people, as a region, our votes added to the rest of Kenyans ataenda nyumbani asubuhi. Na ndio naona halali ametafuta mtu naitwa Roko na ile mtu naitwa Soprano. So unajua Soprano? Anasema atigawa Mount Kenya East and West. Na haiwezekani. Mimi nikimaliza kazi niko nayo wa Munyoro, nitaenda hebu na Meru siku 6. Huko niende niongee na watu wetu tuelewane. Wameniambia niende. Ametafuta Kimani Ichung'wa, anamwambia toa Kiambu kwa mlima. We cannot divide this mountain. It must stay as one. And once the mountain vote is one, tutasaidiana na Wakenya wengine kumpeleka nyumbani. But if we are divided, huyu mtu anaweza rudi.
Now, Rigathi Gachagua clearly states that Ruto is using Kithure Kindiki and Kimani Ichung'wa and many among others like Kinaroko so that they can divide this mountain to give William Ruto a re-election. But the question remains, is he going to let that happen? Rather, will Gachagua let Ruto have a tight grip in the mountain? We just saw the recent All Kalau by-elections where Methu stood out with the Sami Ngotho, who won the All Kalau by-elections just without Rigathi Gachagua's intervention. This only means Gachagua has a political strategy, a weapon to create one mega Mount Kenya that will actually support one political party, DCP, and not allowing any other political party to penetrate. We are talking about the re-access of Mount Kenya by William Ruto. Remember, Gachagua swore to make Ruto a one-term president. But can that be really executed? The narrative. There are two theories, the narrative and actual execution of this point to make Ruto a one-term president. How will this happen if the mountain is actually divided into two? We are talking about the strongholds, the strategies. What are the binding of the Mount Kenyan region and the great opposition? Everyone wants to be a flag bearer. We clearly don't understand where Rigathi Gachagua and all the opposition leaders are categorizing themselves. We have Kalonzo Musyoka, we have Matiang'i, we have Rigathi Gachagua. All of them want to be the flag bearer of the opposition. And Gachagua right now has a strong weapon, which is called Methu. Senator Methu is coming in the picture. Is Gachagua actually having a game plan with Methu to be in the 2027 politics? Well, things are getting intense and we really need to understand Gachagua's politics. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua is a very interesting politician, a man who always speaks facts that actually check out. When you look at the alibis in the government, it checks out. Whoever gives him the intel, we really have no idea. So right now, at this point of time, they cannot really unveil who is going to be the flag bearer of the opposition because they know the moment they unveil who is going to be their flag bearer, there will be total sabotage by William Ruto. And you know how this government works. Sabotage, threats, okay, to always intimidate the opposition so that they can actually never put in place their strategies to make Ruto a one-term president. After the all Kalau politics, do you think all these other politicians are going to cross over and join Rigathi Gachagua? Because without DCP, I think there will be no re-election. Do you agree with that? Gachagua himself stated clearly that some politicians are calling him in the night. They want to meet up. Why can't they meet up during daytime? Because maybe they're fearing what Ruto is capable of doing. So do you think the DCP is actually going to grow and get more people from the UDA that will join Rigathi Gachagua to actually help strengthen the political party in Mount Kenyan region? Remember, Ruto managed to divide and conquer Nyanza region. There are those who are actually in support of William Ruto and those who are in support of the Linda Mwananchi rally. Can this be possible? That Rigathi Gachagua can actually create one Mount Kenyan region that will give them one political vehicle come 2027 to make their views be heard. It's called politics. The challenges, the interests, the game changer of the 2027 politics. Who is the major threat in this government right now? Is it Rigathi Gachagua or it is the Linda Mwananchi rally movement that has been created by Edwin Sifuna? Can you leave me there your views on the comment section so that I can actually get to know what is really all about the politics? Well, before we continue, I'd like to thank all our diehard supporters for strongly supporting this channel. We wouldn't be where we are without your endless support. And if it's your first time to listen in, press that subscribe button and ring your notification bell so that you can be fast to receive the bulletins once we upload them. Now back to politics. Rigathi Gachagua and the interests of making Mount Kenyan region united as one in order to stand out with the 2027 future politics. The question should be, will Kithure Kindiki manage to work hand in hand with Rigathi Gachagua? Because if we are talking about Mount Kenyan East, this is where the deputy president current comes from. And remember, Kithure Kindiki managed to secure the Mbere North by-elections, which actually gave him some standing ovation, although they got this Mbere North with the, let us look at it as, a different scrutiny. The rigging was involved and force, definitely police brutality that would oppress the voters. If Rigathi Gachagua and Kithure Kindiki can unite, can this really be even possible? It's just but a theory. Can they unite to lock Ruto out? I think it's impossible because Kithure is currently in the government and Rigathi is not in the government. But is there a possibility? Because if I told Raila Odinga managed to work with Ruto, no one expected it. Can there come a time that Rigathi Gachagua can actually merge forces to create an alliance with the government after all this oppression? Only time will tell. The political challenges, the benefits, the interests that come with supporting someone. Remember, in politics, it's always whoever has the numbers definitely always has a bigger say. But what will it be? Will Rigathi Gachagua manage to unite Mount Kenyan region, including Mount Kenya East, that Ruto is eyeing for support for the re-election come 2027, and Ruto allies like Kimani Ichung'wah and Akina Roku? Can they be in position to actually grant Ruto a re-election with the strengths of Rigathi Gachagua stamping authority in Mount Kenyan region? Well, leave me there your views on the comments section. Follow me for more updates. JD Ishmaels.